Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to today's episode of Theme Park News. And in today's episode, the Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket and a food truck at Disney World are both going to be temporarily closing. Riders get stuck at the top of a roller coaster at Cedar Point, and a child has fallen off a roller coaster in Orlando and is seriously hurt. All of those stories are in today's episode of Theme Park News. Hey everybody, thanks for checking out the video today. I've got 4 theme park news stories to go over, so let's go ahead and get right on into these stories. All right, we have a couple of, well, one's a ride, one's a food truck, but a couple of things that are going to be temporarily closing in the near future. Both of them are going to be for refurbishment. The first one is going to be at Universal Studios in Orlando. The Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket will be temporarily closing. That is going to be from August 14th until August 18th. The reason they said is going to be for some minor refurbishments. Obviously, it's only going to be 4 days. So it's probably just a few things they need to do mechanically wise and all that good stuff. So if you happen to be going to Universal Orlando in the near future, the Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket will in fact be closed. Like I said, that's August 14th through August 18th. And also, if you happen to be going to Disney World and you are at Fort Wilderness, one of their resorts at Disney World, they have the Chuck Wagon food truck. That's that food truck that kind of looks like an RV. That will also be temporarily closed for, same thing, for refurbishment. That will be from August 8th until August 19th. So 11 days on that one. Like I said, that's kind of just a food truck they have at Fort Wilderness. Looks like an RV there. So that will be closed. Like I said, same thing for, I don't know what kind of refurbishment they're going to do to a food truck, but that'll be on August 8th through August 19th. That one will be temporarily closed. All right, before I get into the next story, if you're not already subscribed, let me invite you to subscribe to the channel. I post theme park news videos every other day, followed by cruise news videos on the opposite days, on top of vlogging all of our adventures. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Hit that like button if you're enjoying this video so far, and leave me a comment down below and let me know what your thoughts about today's news stories. So let's go ahead and get right on back into them. All right, our next 2 stories are going to be roller coaster based. The first one is going to be one roller coaster got stuck at the very top of the hill, forcing the riders to have to do the long walk down. That happened at Cedar Point, and that is in Sandusky, Ohio. The ride is the Magnum XL 200, was going up the first giant hill, and I believe it's about 200 feet tall, 205 feet tall. The ride got stuck, they said, due to a mechanical failure at the very kind of almost right at the top of the ride. So the riders, that were actually in the roller coaster, ended up sitting there for about 30 minutes, I guess, while they tried to get the ride kind of up and, operational again to go. Didn't have any success there, so they had to go up and get them. So there's that. I mean, if you've ridden a roller coaster, you go up that hill, you see that stairwell that kind of goes up right there along the edge. The cast members had to climb the 200 feet to there, get the guests out of the roller coaster, and then they had to climb all the way back down. If you're somebody who's afraid of heights, that probably isn't the most fun thing in the world to do. It's different when you're sitting in the car strapped down as opposed to standing on a stairway, 200 feet in the air. But they were able to get everybody down. I didn't see anything about whether the ride is back up and running or not. This was a couple days ago, so I guess there's a good chance it could be, but definitely probably a scary moment for those people. All right, and our last story is more of an unfortunate type of roller coaster news. It was announced that a child fell off a roller coaster. This happened in the Orlando area at a smaller amusement park called Fun Spot America. Like I said, it's a smaller park kind of in between Universal and Disney World. A 6-year-old child fell up. It said about 20 feet. They were found 20 feet below the track on this coaster. It's called the Galaxy Spin Ride. It's kind of one of those that does like little loops like this, and then I think the car spins a little bit. I've never actually been on it myself, but it did say that after the child was found, medical professionals were able to get him. Like I said, 6 years old. They did say he suffered, their words were, traumatic injuries. I don't really know. I didn't see anything about, his current condition or anything like that. But he was found. It apparently had fallen out of it. I don't know if he was jarred with one of those, because they are sharp curves. Like they go there, like this, but it curves with it. At least, you'll be able to see it kind of a little bit in the picture here. But he did fall out of the ride. It's interesting to note, it said that to ride the ride, you need to be 42 inches tall. But if you're with an adult, or is 48 inches tall. But if you're with an adult, you can be 42 inches. I don't know if that had anything to do with it. The child's 6. I don't know how much. I think a 6-year-old is probably tall enough for that one. But unfortunately, did fall out of the ride. Did, like I said, suffered traumatic injuries. No word on his condition, at least as of me recording this. The Fun Spot America did say that they kind of, precursory, type of inspection, preliminary, I guess, an inspection they did on the ride. Didn't find any mechanical issues or anything that kind of went wrong with it. But the ride is temporarily closed until they can determine exactly what happened. So if you go into Fun Spot, that one won't be available. And hopefully, like I said, no word on the child's condition, but hopefully he will be okay. But yeah, he did fall. It looks like approximately 20 feet from the roller coaster. All right, everybody, that is going to do it for today's episode of Theme Park News. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about today's news stories. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video.